Alright, hey everybody. So today's assignment in Edmodo is going to be about headers, footers, and page numbers within a document. Now, I don't know if you know a lot about headers, footers, and page numbers, but a header is pretty much the top portion of your document, and a footer is pretty much the bottom portion of your document, and you can customize them to include certain things. And then page numbers, self-explanatory. You can number the page of a document instead of having to write on there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of cool. A little bit more way to make your document look clean and professional. So what you're going to do today is you're going to open up the link below, and then you're going to go to headers, footers, and page numbers. Make sure you watch this video over here because it helps you a lot on how to do some of these steps. Then you're going to go ahead and click on the Lesson 17 practice document. Some of you are still having issues with saving documents as the correct name. It's pretty simple. You simply go to File, Save As, go to your student folder, and then you're going to name this headers and footers. Now, some of you being unable to do this will start losing points once it's submitted in Edmodo for simply not being able to use the proper file name. So again, this is headers and footers, and I save it as that, not some other name that you just want to come up with, or just the way it automatically saves it in the default. You have to delete it and save it as headers and footers. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Then I'm going to open up my Edmodo document here. Let's see here. And start looking at the directions and going from there. Again, this one is only a few pages. It's talking about what the header is, what a footer is, how to get into the header and footer. It's only 3 pages, so make sure you read this information because it's pretty useful regarding how to do some of these steps. And I'm not going to do all the steps on purpose because I want you to go through this and read the information. So I'll probably skip a few steps just because that's up to you to do. So number 1, students will download a practice document at the website. Did that. Perform a save as and call a document headers and footers. Step 3, add a name to the header by typing the name Tom Shelby after professor. Now, just a quick intro. When you're dealing with a header is the top of the document. So if I see right here, it's kind of in a light gray font. That's because that's the header. That's what the heading of the document looks like. If I go down here, every page of this 4-page document has this same header. It's going to be like that because that is the header. The footer is the bottom portion of the document, and we'll talk about that. Word automatically puts aside some space of the page for your header and footer. You can remove it, but a lot of people like to use a header and footer because it makes the heading of the document look professional. So to get into the header, if I click it once, nothing happens. What you're going to have to do is double click quickly to open up the header. And now you can see my design tab just popped up because I did that. And then I have options: header, footer, page number, date and time. These are probably going to be the big 4 that we use regarding your header and footer today. And then this little option section over here as well. If you ever want to get out of the header and footer, you can simply hit the escape key. It goes away by hitting the escape key, top right key on your keyboard, or clicking on close header and footer. Those are definitely your easiest ways, because if you don't, when you try to come down here and click in the document, it takes forever. So simply close it or hit escape. Alrighty, so step 1 said add the name to the header by typing the name Tom Shelby. So I'm going to come over here, double click Tom Shelby. Now I'm done with the header. I'm going to go ahead and close it. Step 4, insert a preset facet footer to page 1 in all odd pages by selecting different odd, and even pages. So what you're going to do here is take a couple steps. First of all, it's in quotations because that's a name of a footer, facet. So what you're going to have to do here is, you're out of the header and footer, you got to go to the insert tab because we're going to insert something. If you come over here to the right in header and footer, you can see your selections. Well, I want a footer, the bottom of the document. So what you're going to do is click on footer, and you can see all these different names: blank, blank 3 columns, Austin, banded, and you have right here facet even page, facet odd page. Now just the name of the document, but the direction says I want on all odd pages. So what you have to do is select the odd page one, and there it is. Then it says to put your name, fill in this footer with your name and school name. So what you're going to do is Mr. Ramirez, and then Immokalee Middle School. So it comes in there nice and neat. Now I want this on the odd pages. So going kind of back to step number 4. What you have to do here is, if you see, I put my name in there, I'm on page 2 right now, and my name's on the bottom of page 2. Well, 2 is an even number, so I don't know why that's there. And then if I go to page 3, okay, that's good. Go to page 4, nope, it's there. I don't want it on the even pages. I want it on only the odd pages. So what you have to do is, in your footer, since we're in there right now, you're in the design tab, you have to go to the options section right here, and you will see different odd and even pages. So yes, I may have selected the specific footer of, where is it at? Facet odd pages, but unless I click on this button right here, the different odd and even pages, it's not gonna go with just the odd pages like I want. So if I click on that, you will now see I'm back on page 1. So page 1, which is odd, has the footer. Page 2 now does not have the footer. Page 3 has the footer. Page 4 does not have the footer. So what you have to do, again, just to make sure we got that down, it's on all the pages. I don't want it on all the pages. Click on my footer, double click, and select different odd and even pages. Again, you have to make sure that facet, though, is also the correct one of the odd pages and not the even pages. So facet odd page. So that's what you want to be on. Alright, next step. So we did the school name, good. Insert today's date below Professor Tom Shelby in the header on page 1. So what you have to do here is come up in the header, hit the enter key, and then you're going to go to date and time. Since you're already in the header, this design tab's open, so custom things pop up, and you're going to go to date and time, and you're going to pick the third one down where it says the month, the day, and then the year. So click on that. If you want this to possibly update every day, so let's say tomorrow you come in here and you want it to be tomorrow's date, you hit this button and tomorrow would be 8/9/2014. So it's kind of cool, updates automatically, but most people just want the date that it was created, and this was the date, so I'm going to click OK. There it is right there for me on the pages in the header. So it's kind of cool how that works out, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. Next up, add a page number to the bottom of page 2. Okay, so the bottom means the footer. I'm in page 2, so what you have to do to activate the footer, just like you would the header, is double click, and there I am. Now I want it right there at the bottom, so I'm going to go to page number. I'm going to select current position or bottom of page. Doesn't matter, it's the same. Current position just means that's where it's going to put it. So if I tab it, excuse me, if I hit tab, it's going to put the, and I put current position, that's where it's going to put the number at, right there. But I don't want it there, I want it at the bottom. So I'm going to go back, go to footer, go to page number and put current position and put plain. Or I can go to page number, bottom of page, plain number 1, and it'd be right there too. So that's what you're going to do for your page number on page 2. Number 8, add a sideline header to page 2. So again, I'm on page 2, header, top of the document. Double click, it's open already. Design tab, header drop down menu. I'm going to find the sideline header. It's in alphabetical order, so there it is. Perfect. And it goes with your name that you put right here in the bottom of the footer. Now I know these letters are all capitalized and you'll see that, but it's going to pull it up how you type it in the document. So just a heads up there, make sure you spell your name correctly, and if this looks off to you, it's because you spelled your name incorrectly in here using the proper caps. So just a heads up with that. So for example, if I were to go and hold the caps lock button and then type my name, you will now see that, oh, it's still the same, so we're good. Never mind about that. So it looks like it's fine. Let's see here. Number 9. Use the intense emphasis font style to Andrew Lytle at the Sony Review. So you're going to have to make this one a font style. You know how to do that. Increase the paragraph spacing of the entire document to 6 points. Now this one is a little confusing, so I want to go over this one again. If I'm talking about paragraph spacing, what you're going to have to do is highlight all the text. So I'm highlighting it, and I'm good. Then you're going to open up your Home tab, Paragraph Chisel, select that, and right here, the spacing before and after, simply put that to 6 points. Both of them. Click OK, and you're all set with that. Number 11, use the find and replace to replace every instant of Lido and Tate with a bolded version of Lido and Tate. So, unfortunately, you cannot do two words at the same time. So you're going to have to do two find and replaces. So what that means is you have to go in and do Lido, and then you're going to have to go in and do Tate. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Have it all highlighted already, which is awesome. So I'm going to go to replace. I'm looking for Lido. And then I'm going to replace it with Lido. Go to format, font, make sure bold is selected. Remember, if it's regular, it looks like that. I want to make sure it's bold, and click OK. Now you want to make sure the bottom one replaced with Lido is the bold section, not the top one. Alrighty, and then you're going to go ahead and simply click replace all. We made 27 replacements in your selection. Do you want to search the rest of the document? Sure. Perfect. Alrighty. So close that. If you come in here, you'll see all the Lidos are now bolded. Kind of cool. So again, let's say if I want to replace the word Tate, I believe, with the word Tate. Replace all. We've made 14 replacements. Now for some reason with the Tate, if you see in here, it goes into actual words like the word state, and it replaces the T-A-T-E of that word with the word Tate bolded capitalized. If you see in here felicitated, it goes and finds that T-A-T and it places it with the word Tate capitalized. So that's not what I want. So this one isn't going to work. A lot of the other Tates it does okay, obviously, because that's the word Tate, but again, when you see the word state, it does that. So I don't want this. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to undo this. Okay, I'm back to normal. I'm going to click my replace tab again. So Tate is what I want them to find. However, make sure in the top section, I want this to be whole words only. Because if I don't find the whole words only, I'm going to get those weird state with the Tate in them. I don't want that. So again, keep this the same, Tate bolded, replace all. We made 10 replacements. Close it. Let's see here now. Where do I have a Tate at? So it doesn't have it in there. Left a state alone, which is good. There's a Tate, Alan Tate. That one works. There's a Tate. That one works. Let's see here. More Tates anywhere? Yep, Tate. So okay. So no words have the Tate in them. That's perfect. This is exactly what you wanted. So make sure for your replace section again, the top part has the whole words and the bottom part has the font bold. Again, to make it options go to that one, you got to be in there and click on it, and that's when you can edit it and do whatever you have to do. As you can see, it's not happening to the bottom one, but that's what you have to do. So make sure you're in there, find whole words only, and you'll be set. Alright, next step. Change the page color to orange. You should know how to do that by now. Add a custom picture watermark of a pumpkin of your choice using clip art. Alright, so in here, what you're going to have to do is go to your Word document, and then you're going to open it up, make it a little bigger, and the design tab is your page color, page borders, and there it is, watermark, all in the background section. So I want a pumpkin. You guys kind of worked with watermarks a little bit earlier this year, but I know we haven't really got on them much. Again, they have their sections in here of certain names that you can use for the watermarks, but I want a custom watermark because I want a pumpkin. So here it automatically goes to no watermark, but why it does that, I don't know, because we're in the watermark section, so it should assume we want a watermark, but whatever. You're going to click on picture watermark. Now this one I want that unselected, because if it's not, it's going to look all white, and I don't want it white. So make sure you unselect that, so that should be blank. Go to picture, use your clip art, not your Bing, because it says clip art, and I want a pumpkin. From here you can pick any picture you want. Let's see here, kind of like that one. Insert it, click OK, and there it is. That is your watermark of a picture. A watermark is essentially the background, like a background image, but you can still have a page color. So remember, this page color in the background has to be orange, so you can do orange and then have this watermark in there as well. Let's see, I think that might be it. Let me make sure. Alright. already. Yep, save the document as a Word document and PDF file, and then submit your file in Edmodo as a PDF. So make sure you have both the Word document, which you should have because that's the first thing you do. So before you turn it into a PDF, just click save one more time real quick. That's what I mean by that. I'm going to save it real quick because I have it as headers and footers, and then I'm going to go to File, Save As, back in your edu file, or your student file, Save As type right here, drop down, PDF, save name because it's just a red document instead of the blue Word one, so it's okay, and click Save. It's going to pop up as a preview, and there you go. That's what I want submitted. Just make sure you have to change the font style up here, and you have to change the color background to orange. This assignment shouldn't be that bad, guys. You should be able to get this done no problem. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. Alright, have a good day.